What's up, guys? How's it going? We're gonna give people a couple minutes to come in here. Oh shoot. Hold up. There we go. Gotta get my beauty lighting on, guys. You know how it goes. How's it going? Happy Saturday, y'all. I'm gonna give everyone a couple minutes to filter in here, but welcome to the first Show Me Your Altcoins. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My bike's a little farther away than I want it to be, but it's all good. It's all good on Saturdays, guys. What you talking about? Got anyone in here? You know what? Let me shoot this out on Twitter. Oh, you know what? I can't. Hold up. Do I got anyone in the chat yet? Let me know. Hit me with the comment or whatever. Whatever's chat or whatever. Let me move this a little bit, guys. Click on a comment to show it on the screen. I guess I could tweet it out right now. All right. Hide this. All right, guys. I don't know if anyone was here, but I'm gonna keep going, right? So check this out, guys. Bitcoin's going on a tear right now. Going on a tear. Going crazy. $24,000. $61? What? I woke up today thinking Bitcoin was gonna like fall down a little bit, you know, chill out. Nah, Bitcoin no chill at all. Nope, no Bitcoin chill. Okay, guys. I think I had a couple of requests for altcoins to check out, right? But before anyone's in here, I'm kind of give it a first come, first serve kind of thing. Whoever joins the chat, throw something out there that's on TradingView, we could take a stab at it. I don't know if anyone's out there right now. Well, let's check out what Bitcoin's doing because that's what I really care about. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. That's the god asset into crypto. Bitcoin goes up. Hey, Glenn Garcia, what's up, man? First one in the house. Love it. Love it. Everyone else is sleeping. Everyone else got a little too drunk yesterday, but we up. We at it. Look at this Bitcoin. Look at it, Glenn. You see that? I'm going to zoom up. 24,000. 100. Oh, my gosh. Glenn, you got the secret sauce, bro. You made the Bitcoin go up. J-Dog. Hey, you know what? I have the utmost respect for your DigiByte bullishness. It's unparalleled, bro. I see J-Dog every single video comment, DigiByte. J-Dog got the perseverance for all of us, man. I respect that for sure. So J-Dog, I'm assuming you're going to want to look at DigiByte, huh? Let me know, J-Dog. I gotta confirm with you, man. You always talking about it, though. All right, Glenn, you talking about Elron? You're the first one in here. Let's take a look at Elron. Honestly, though, man, I woke up to Zill and Bitcoin pumping. It was like, hold on, wait, guys. I got this new program, and I'm doing it all wrong. You know, let me do this. Can you see? Can you see Glenn's comment? I don't even know. Glenn, hopefully you can see your own comment. LMFAO, bro, woke up to Zill and Bitcoin pumping. It was like, what the F? Is this for reals? It's for reals, Glenn. It's for reals. I love it. But you know what? Speak on Elron, man. Like, I knew about Elron like early 2020-ish, like earlier this year. And I was like, this looks a little weird. What the heck? Setting up your own like node. There's like instructions to do it. I just like got weirded out by the tech. But hey, for real, dude, Elron's been going ham. It's the one gem I didn't get on, man. It sucks. Dude, Elron's killing it. But you know what? Let's do that. Hey, give me the tickers, though, because I don't got them all memorized. Is it like ERD? Yeah. Hey, Glenn, what do you want to see, man? I'm guessing USD. Hey, what? 2 cents an Elrond? Dang, Glenn, you killing it. Hey, let's just look at the USD. Let me know what the pairs though, guys, because the pairs look different. But here, I just want to go over this. And before I get too deep into this, it looks like I got 8 people on the chat. Guys, before I get too deep into this, let me clarify what this is supposed to be, right? So I'm assuming you guys are new to my channel. If you are, welcome. This is the Dub Digital channel, hottest crypto channel on the internet. And guys, it's a little different in terms of how I approach investing. It's longer term time frames, meaning like I'll show you the overall trend and like what I think is going to happen. I'll make some like guesstimates of what might happen short to midterm, but I'm never really looking at that, guys. I'm looking at investing and staying with the trend. I'm looking at when it's good time to pick up assets, ride it up, and then take big profits, not just like this, intra-week, intra-month kind of stuff, guys. But also, I want to use this Saturday segment to do some more like reconnaissance work, right? Because I'm only like one dude, and there's thousands of cryptocurrencies. If people are feeding me ideas, letting me know things I don't see it, So like, I like to keep this as a community thing because, hey, I'm not going to tell you I got my eyes on every single corner of the crypto market. And just like this one, ERD, Elrond, like I only did like this much research into it. I saw it, let it go, bang, blew up. I saw synthetics at 80 cents, bang. Now it's like $6. You know what I'm saying? So this could be helpful for everybody involved. But let's take a look at the Elrond USD pair. Hold up. How do I take... Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like figure out... My mic's all echoey. Am I good though? Can you guys hear me okay? And can you hear me over the music? I like to have music, but that's just like my vibe, guys. All right. Okay, Cartesi, I'll hit that after this, guys. Let's jump into Elrond. And please excuse me, guys. I haven't looked at these coins at all, probably on these charts, so I don't got anything drawn on these. But actually, no, let's hop into the weekly here. Yeah, Glenn, check it out. I saw Elrond. You probably saw it at the same time around this area. Dang, let's just measure that pump. What? I'm not even going to measure that wick. That's ridiculous. 900% to the end of the body on the weekly. If you go to the end of the wick, what is this? Like almost 2,000%? Glenn, we're killing it, man. We're killing it. But okay, let's check this out. Hopping in the daily, that's my sweet spot. Don't know about y'all, but that's what I like to do. So that typically happens to, that time frame happens to like occur over weeks or months, what I find, right? So let's check it out, guys. I'm just looking at this thing here. And what I like to do is, one, draw like a bottom trend line. It's kind of weird one, right? No, I don't even know. What do you guys see? Let me know as well. But I'm seeing like this, obviously, right here. We have something going on where the wick bounced straight off, So that's something to note. But usually I like to have like long spanning multi-month trend lines to occur, but this don't make no sense if I did it. So we'll just draw that temporarily. But one thing I also noticed, guys, is this. Elrond's sitting at a very important line here. And why do I say that? Because this is like the first area we really got some sell contention, right? You see that like sell body coming down right here. Right now, it's underperformed below that line, and we've been under it for approximately 100 days or so. Right now, we have some buy pressure coming in here, and it's building what I think to make a test at least up and sit on this line. That's what we really want to see. If we don't see that, guys, then like, look, there's still like a bunch of grinding, chopping up and down probably to go, and it's pretty, what is it, 76%? That's kind of crazy, right? So we got to watch what happens. I mean, it's good to see some volume, some buy volume come in here. But I think it's going to be a little bit to go for Elrond right here until it really starts getting heavy. Because you guys know how like crypto works, right? We have like, well, what I like to think we have like large cap, mid cap, small cap, right? Large cap, just like in stocks, right? We have those heavy hitter Teslas, like Amazons, like big stocks that attract a lot of money from all over the world, which what I would equate to is like a Bitcoin, an Ethereum, like huge names, XRP, right? They pump first. right? They attract like a magnet, then it starts flowing down, cascading down the mountain, right? Sounds good? Cool, David. What's up, man? JK, what's up? Good morning. Glenn, what do you got to say about Elron? They did a token swap, which was pissed about in the beginning because it lost 50% on paper, but I was patient, and then I was said it wasn't bad. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, you never know, right? That's the thing about getting into these early coins. Bro, I don't know if my money's going to Russia somewhere where they're just like tricking me, you know? And that's the problem, guys, when when you invest in the coins and things you don't understand. How do you know what's going on? You can get shaken out. It's really important that you build conviction in assets you purchase, right? So with that said, though, guys, once we see a breakout on this thing, just a quick measured move. Whenever that occurs, guys, obviously, like, it's having some good green momentum building right here. Whenever this thing does occur, I'm looking at like approximately 100% increase in price in USD, of course. In USD. You guys will notice if you look at charts on different pairs, all the BTC charts are like getting crushed right now for good reason, right? This doesn't mean Elron, doesn't mean any of your favorite altcoins are bad. It just means Bitcoin's better right now, right? So of course it's going to underperform. And what I've noticed, if a chart looks like it's going to take off in USD around the end of the year, first quarter 2021-ish, like the Bitcoin pairs are kind of translated a month or 2 or 3 to the right, because Bitcoin is just going to like do its thing till it doesn't do its thing. And when it doesn't do its thing or trend sideways, that's when alts and BTC value make up the difference. They're coming out with Major Wallet in February, their version for PayPal, so we shall see. Now, that's good to know. That's stuff I don't know, right? But I know Elron just got adopted by a bunch of people like right away. And then, guys, you know, we can do some guesswork on this thing. But essentially, what you need to know with these alts that are new and don't have a lot of price history, you'll notice like those OG coins and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that, they'll have like history going back to before 2014. No, not Ethereum, but 2016, 2017, 2018. It has like other cycles. You can see that, oh, there's a sticking point here, here, here. These new coins, you don't got that. What you really need to look at is price discovery. Now, what if you decide not to count the wicks? You do, whatever. We'll just count the wick right here. But we're looking at Elron's highest point to date has been about 4.2 cents. From where it is now to where it's going, 254%. I don't think that's anything crazy for Elron. Remember, guys, we got a dude in here who invested in Elron when it was like 2 cents. This thing went up like almost 2,000 cents before. I mean, 2,000% before, right? So 240, 250%, that's not a big deal. But guys, I don't really like to make predictions on prices after price discovery, you know? Because like I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to sit here and say numbers, but like I have nothing to go off of. You don't have nothing to go off of either, right? So we just measure to here 250% upside and more. We're all going to be surprised at the end of this bull run, right? That's just the way I look at it. Cool on that one, Glenn? See, Glenn was the first one in here, so we're doing the first come, first serve. Let me look. Let me just catch up on these comments real quick. 29% staking? Dang, on Elron? Wow, that's dope. Mac Attack, what's up? How's it going? Fly on a wall, never here, man. You're always a participant in here. No problem, Glenn. I got you. I got you. Anytime. How you guys doing? I wanted to get some coffee, but you know, I was running a little late. I had to get up in here and set up. Hey, how's the music though? Is it cool? It's chilling? You guys vibing? Drink it if you got it. Smoke it if you got it. It's only 9, but you know, whatever. Bitcoin's all-time highs. Who cares, man? All right. I think I had a Cartesi request. All right, we got Melvin. What about CTSI? Let's check it out. I'm gonna get out of this ERD right here, guys. Hey, Melvin, you talking USD? I'm just gonna revert to the USD in case you guys want to see BTC. I've been like doing all my charts in BTC, but no one cares about that. And I'm here to help you guys. So let's just try out USD. See, I had a couple Cartesi was when I did a couple of videos on early on, right? And guys, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm like wrong sometimes, but Cartesi has to do with like video gaming in the gaming sector and crypto. Melvin, help me with the details on that one. But okay. This is interesting. Looks like. And also let me know if these charts are just like not picking up when this asset was released, because sometimes exchanges do that. They don't list it right away, right? So I think the asset's new in like April 20th, just based on the chart I pulled up. But might not be the case. But just looking at this chart, guys, this looks pretty nice. Okay. Number one thing I'm looking at, where's my curve thing? Is like this, right? Shit, my bad. Whenever you get like bull patterns, right? I talk about this all the time. That's usually like a pretty good thing, right? Because an asset that's like getting sold down to death, it's gonna look jagged. It's gonna look like pretty rigid, going down. Like, look, obvious bull pattern. There was a point in time, and that point was approximately, what is that, 3 cents, where investors came in with that buy support, picking it up. And you see that bouncing? Bounce, 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 bigger bounce, more volume coming in, bigger bounce. And then the red candle just go away. Buy, 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 right? Peaks out, falls down again. What I like to do, guys, when I'm looking at charts, I like to apply physics, like physics rules and stuff to charting, right? I like to think of it like this thing as a ball with momentum, right? It's rolling down, gets to the bottom of the slope, picks back up, gets shot up, and gravity starts enacting upon it, right? Loses momentum, falls back down, rolls down, and it's currently lifting up from this curve that we drew, right? What I'm trying to say to you is this. While I don't see any obvious patterns in this, the structure looks overall bullish to me. Because go back and look at the Bitcoin chart, any big altcoin chart. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to hop over from Cartesi to prove a point really quick. Maybe not this. Bitcoin's kind of like a beast, right? But if you look at any other altcoin, there's also that W pattern as well. And if we know that a similar-ish structure has occurred on Bitcoin, right, over this multi-month frame, then we also can notice that Cartesi is doing something similar. And after that point formed, look what Bitcoin's doing now. What is Bitcoin at? Almost 24,000 bucks. Okay. And this is why I stress to you that when you see patterns in charting, that's just a kind of pattern in human psychology playing out in investors' minds, just on a different asset. But you and me, we don't change the way we think over like, a year, 10 years. People don't change the way they think over 100 years, thousands of years. We like to think we're all evolved, but like that's not the case, because people 100 years ago get scared just like the people today. People 100 years ago have hope just like the people today. So with that said, let's draw this line, right? Okay. So basically Cartesi, at least on this chart, out of the 242 days that this thing has been on, going on this chart, 102 and 105. So almost 200 out of the 242 days that this thing has been like plotted on this chart, it's been under this line, which is 5-6 cents. Okay. It's shown the ability to pop up and above that 5-6 cents point, but it didn't do it in August of 2020. It just gave you a little taste and gave you a little flavor, right? One day, guys, one day, unless you think crypto's a sham, and then I don't know why you're on this live stream, one day it's going to do this and stay above. And once we don't dip below it, it's not going to see that point again. And it's just going to go higher and higher and higher. Cartesi, solid project. Has a pretty big following, at least what I could see on YouTube. So I'm talking a lot. What do you guys think about that? As far as price predictions concerned, I don't know, guys. Let's just see the first explosion from this point. It was like 100%ish or so. I don't know about you, but cryptocurrency looks pretty bullish at this point. I don't know if it's going to do anything less than that. But hey, that's why I tell you to build a position, invest with the trend, never invest too much you can't afford to lose. But hey, this is how you build a position, guys. Cartesi's looking hot. I like this W pattern. That's usually bullish. All right, Melvin, was that cool? Let me know. Oh, dang, I have a lot more. I'm just catching the comments, guys. All right. I guess that's cool. I think Melvin liked that. Okay. Jimmy, what's up, man? I shouldn't say man. That's, yeah, damn. Jimmy, what's up? Sounds like man. Whatever, my bad. But, okay, so ORN. Let's check it out. I'm gonna leave Cartesi, Melvin. I don't think I've seen a response from you. Okay, nice. All right, cool. And guys, hopefully you like understand how I approach investing. Me, myself, personally, I think crypto is an awesome investment. I'm sold on crypto. Therefore, yeah, like when I see a coin that I like go down a little, I don't trip because I am invested and convinced in the asset, right? That's what you gotta have, right? It's easy to just throw some money out there and hope and pray, but know what you're investing in. See it in your mind, why it's valuable. If you can't understand why it's valuable, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I don't know if that's the asset for you. You should probably get into something that you believe in, that you could hold with strong hands when it crashes 90%, guys, because after this bull run occurs, you know what's going to happen. But hey, that's just me. ORN, right? Yeah. ORN USD, I'm assuming. Sorry, guys. My mic's all in front of my keyboard. And guys, I'm just doing Binance because I don't know a better exchange to do it at. It's a big exchange, right? But okay. So ORN looked like, did it just release? Was that just like pop on the scene in the 2020 timeframe, guys? I don't even know. Is this a good exchange to look at it on? Jimmy? Yeah, whatever. Let's check it out. Okay. So obviously, I'm going to draw this line here, guys, and I'm also going to draw this line here. Ish. Good enough. Okay. So ORN is in a, what I like to call like area of flux, right? We obviously had some momentum build right here. Pop this thing up. What is this looking like? 70%-ish or so. After the second impulse, 102%. Okay, that occurred over, I just like to do this, guys, to help me understand like how fast and high this thing went up. About a month. Okay, so ORN's obviously correcting, in the process of correcting. It's corrected thus far at the lowest part of the wick, 50%. We had some buy volume come in here, but not a whole bunch compared to the sell volume that I see, right? So, hey, we'll see. Right now, ORN is sitting right below this line at $2.50, right? Okay, so knowing that, will ORN go up during the bull run? Yeah, it probably will. Will a lot of cryptos go up during the bull run? Yes, it probably will. But know that that's a longer time frame, right? And that's what you got to have in your mind. What's above and sat on this line here at the $2.50 area. Meaning this thing is liable to like do some chop action up, down, maybe touch this again. Hey, who knows? Crypto likes to go down a lot farther than we like to admit. Bottom point, the lower part of this range is $1.87 or so. Man, that's a 26% drop that could occur. Now, This is exactly why I stress to you. Keep some dry powder on the side. We ain't freaking sidekicks out here, man. I'm a dude on the internet who draws lines on charts, and I notice possibilities of what could occur, right? Maybe you want to split up your buy in tranches. 3 tranches, 5 tranches, 7 tranches, basically whatever your capital is, you chunk it up into like parts. And as this thing dips down, you invest into it, because I'm assuming you're a believer in ORN. I'm assuming you think it's a good product. And if that's the case, someone who believes in the use case of the asset wouldn't mind investing down. But this is not financial advice. Do what y'all want, you know? So what I like to do when I see something that's coming down, but I'm not sure, right? Because this thing's flirting right here. It could just come in, blow it up to the sky. But again, that's why you get a little skin in the game, right? So in case that does that, you're not getting hit with that FOMO, right? So basically, again, this is another asset where I don't have too much to work with. But I'm looking at this $3.91 area as an obvious, like, this is price discovery area right here, guys. Once we pass this, blow above, do a resistance support flip onto this point, this thing can go ham, right? It's basically should do, these alts when they pass price discovery should do what Bitcoin's doing now. Now, it might not be as prolific. It might not be as like, what's that word? Sustained, right? But it should go up, because markets, their only real job, guys, is to find fair market value. And when we're in price discovery, there we go. There's no history to look back on and say, okay, I want to sell here, get out here. This is an obvious sticking area. No, everyone's just guessing. People are FOMOing. They want to get in. So if you got in here, it drops down on you. Not the worst thing in the world, right? But if it takes off and you're not in it, that's happened to me before. Happened to me with synthetics. Happened to me with Elron. It's not a good position. But hey, is that cool? Hopefully I give you a little flavor of what I think could happen. But guys, there's too much buy volume in here for this thing to just die, in my humble opinion. Right? Hey, Jim, I appreciate it, man. Like what you do, first time joiner. Appreciate it. And guys, let me tell you a little about myself. I got into doing this channel because I was right where you guys were at, like last bull run and before then. Yeah, I got into crypto pretty early on, but it wasn't like I was very sophisticated with it, But guys, if you continue to seek the knowledge, seek out people who vibe and resonate with you and you can learn from, you're going to get smarter. And then hopefully you could pass knowledge on too, right? I'm all about good vibes of the channel, guys. Hey, there's no music? What? Guys, look, I'm trying to play lo-fi beats. No music? Man. It went the first time. I didn't know what's up. All right, guys, I'm going to figure it out, though. I'm going to figure it out. All right, I'm just catching up on these comments real quick. Hey, check that out, though. I'm going to keep this up so you guys could look at the Bitcoins. Listen up. What's up? How you doing? Good morning. Let me just see if I missed anything. David Zimmerman. Let's look at OXT. All right, guys. OXT troopers, I know that you guys have been supporting me on my channel a lot. I got to hit you with that. I'm going to leave this. Gotta get bigger desk, guys. This is not working out. OXT USD. What I've been looking at it on, I don't know, Coinbase. Hey, hold up. Let's go back real quick, guys. I want to show you guys something. You guys use TradingView? Any of you guys use TradingView to look at charts? Look, this technicals area, I love looking at this technicals area, man, because it tells you like what the majority consensus is on an asset. I'm gonna tell you what, when OXT was like way up here on this like area of the chart, this thing was like a super buy. Now it's like a strong sell. I don't know about you guys, but like I continue to do videos on OXT, continue to show you that they're doing like having lots of progress technically, and like there's a big following for OXT. I don't know if it's the smartest thing to do to sell at the low if you buy very high, but you know what? Not financial advice. Okay, let's jump into it. Okay, guys, so this is the one that I've chalked up previously. I actually did a video on this 2 days ago. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to check it out. But I pretty much looked at OXT pumping up to the sky, guys. When Barstool Presidente got visited by the Winklevoss twins, they did a whole thing, and everyone on Robinhood was like, "Oh shoot, OXT!" and they jumped into it. This thing pumps like so hard, guys. 238% to the body, and what is this? Almost 400% at the wick. Guys, you can try to predict these momentum explosions that occur, or you can just wait for them to occur and buy it when it comes down. Like, that's what I love to do. And assets like XRP, OXT, they don't just like correct like 60%, like 50%. This thing was like 80%, guys. So if it's cyclically like does these explosions, these super hypey moves, comes down, well, you don't gotta wait for it and sit on it the whole time. You could just wait for it to happen. If you missed it, come back down. I entered around here. Hey, I'm expecting another explosion. Why would there just be one? There's two on the charts already. But hey, I'm just a dude on the internet. More importantly than that, guys, let's just check it out how it's been developing on this fractal here. Okay, so notice around the 80% droppage area, whatever you want to call it. Guys obviously know I'm self-taught. I don't have all the terminology down, but whatever, right? This thing's been below the 25-cent level for approximately, 47 days. And are we below it now? We're flirting right on the 25-cent level. And in my video, guys, I mentioned to you that the 25-cent level on OXT was like gravity. Thing wants to keep coming back to it. Look, think of this like a reverberating like string, right? Comes down. Room, doom, 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 right? It keeps coming back to its center point. Even though it's below and above, it keeps coming back, right? That's telling me the asset's like chilling out. And if you see this like rounding part right here, it looks like a ball. Where did we see that before? We saw that on Cartesi, right? Now you start to realize that these patterns you see on all these charts aren't just for the Bitcoin chart, aren't just for the Ethereum chart, aren't just for the OXT chart. They're actual patterns of psychology because the people are the same who are investing in these things. They think the same, right? So notice, rounding. And I think we have a cup and handle happening. That'd be dope, guys. That'd be dope as a cup and handle because then we'll start to get this shot up. And that's what I'm slotting for is like the 26th of December. But again, guys, you see my videos. Sometimes I got to correct my fractals. I'm not sitting here saying I'm like a trading god. What I am saying is I'm pretty good at building positions. My timing, that's what I need to work on, but we're all here to work on things, right? So basically, David, OXT is looking nice. We're sitting on the 25-cent area. Basically, this thing came down from a mega crash, came down to 19 cents. Should something horrible happen again? What? We got 23% to drop, but we have like hundreds of percent to pop. Guys, that's what I call asymmetric positive risk, right? When an asset is closer to its floor than it is to its top. That's like putting yourself in a statistical advantage to succeed, right? I could handle a 20% drop, man. I lost like 90% of my bags, like net worth in the last bull run, like when it turned to a bear, right? Because buying bottoms only works in a bull market. That's a pro tip. So like, hey, my hands are strong as hell. I'm not gonna drop anything because it dropped 26%. That's kids play. It's child's play, right? So if you start looking at it that way and you've went through a bear market, building positions, especially on assets that are like scraping almost the bottom of their price range, shouldn't be that hard. It's the new people who are expecting like instant gratification right out overnight. But guys, nothing good in life comes free or easy. Just remember that. Let me scale out here just to show you guys what it's looking like here for OXT. Eventually, you know how like no one thought this would happen because the price was like on the bottom for so long? Popped up 400%. This one's looking like about 700%. And that's going to probably occur, you know, beginning of the year, maybe Q1 if my fractal's messed up. But what? You just think this is going to happen and that's it? Like one bit, it's gone? Well, that's not statistically practical, or like, you know, not practical, but it's not likely to happen unless, you know, a government comes out and says, hey, you got crypto, you're going to jail or something, and no one wants to trade crypto anymore. But that's stuff I can't predict, man. So David, is that cool? Let me know. I'm gonna catch up on these comments real quick. Dwayne Taylor, hey man, we just looked at ORN. We just looked at it. Rewatch the video when it's done, and you can see my thoughts on it. But what's up? Okay, this is an easy one, guys. Real quick. I got J-Dog. J-Dog, the biggest Digibyte fan in the world. Hey, but shout out to the Digibyte community, man. They are for sure. They go hard in the paint. They go hard in the paint for their coin. I got mad respect for that. I love a community that like loves their coin like that, you know. But okay, any Digibyte predictions by end of 2021? But yeah, like I said, when I did my interview with Script Skynet, I basically gave like my rule of thumb for any kind of like price prediction for a coin. Bitcoin from its last all-time high of $1,000. Well, I'm talking like last run, right? $1,000. Then the next bull run went up to $20,000. That's a multiple of 20 times, right? So just cut that in half. Let's just be conservative, knowing that not all altcoins are going to do like that big of an explosion. Let's just assume 10 times. I take the all-time high from that last coin, that last bull run, and like when Bitcoin was $1,000, multiply by 10, bada bing, bada boom. It's napkin math, right? It's not perfect, but hey, unless you know a psychic, I'm looking at Digibyte of about $1.40. Can it go higher than that? Yeah, I think it could, depending on how crazy this bull run gets. We see all these people in like, you know, traditional banking, big like family offices talking about allocating like, what was it? First it was 1% money in Bitcoin. Now it's like 10%. Multiple firms invest in $100 million plus in just their first acquisition of digital assets. Grayscale getting like inflows of like, what, $13 billion in Q1 of 2020 or whatever. Guys, what I'm trying to illustrate to you is this. I could sit here and predict to you all till I'm blue in the face. But I don't think anyone expected Bitcoin to get to $20,000 last time. And Bitcoin's probably going to go to something no one's going to expect again. And that's going to include all these altcoins here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give you like a realistic, like some sound reasoning, but also opening up the possibility of the unthinkable to occur. I think Digibyte is a great asset, great community, very strong hands there. Lots of like, I love the multi-algo mining. Hey, I just don't see why it would go lower than where it is now, right? Okay. Melvin, 1 a.m. here. Hey, let's give a... Melvin's doing it. See, that's dedication. I love that. 1 a.m. here, staying up for the updates. That's what it takes, guys. That's what it freaking takes. The information's out there, guys. You got to do what you got to do. And sometimes you got to do things people don't want to do in order to get an edge. That's all it takes, man. Go where people don't want to go. And if it takes staying up, hey, I commend you, Melvin. And I agree with you, J-Dog. Digibyte is so spring-loaded, it's ridiculous. There's not a lot of weak hands in Digibyte. I agree with you. I think a floor is in. All right, guys, hold up. Let me check. Let me catch up. Digibyte predictions. All right. 1010 887. What's up, 1010? All right. Is that on TradingView? Let's check it out. BQX. And guys, just to tell you, not financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. But I like to do this, guys, and new people who have come in. Looks like we have 15 right now in the chat. We like to do this as a community so we can get ideas and see what's happening in areas we're not looking. Because, we don't want to be someone who's arrogant, thinking we know every single deal in the crypto market and end up missing a coin. Maybe a coin that would have been easy for us to participate in, right? This is a group effort. Always a group effort. All right, let me get this OXT out of here, guys. Voyager. Okay, guys, let me know a little bit about these coins though, because I don't know if I know much about Voyager. There's a lot of coins I don't know much about, but dang. What the? Woo! Look at that. Okay, so this thing, October 2017. So this coin has been around a while. Okay. Let me just get this in a nice area for us to look at. Okay, guys, this is pretty interesting. Just look at it. And feel free to comment, guys, on what you see on this chart. This should also be a learning experience for you guys. I'm trying to impart knowledge onto you, but I also don't see every dang thing, right? And you could also impart things to me because I don't know everything. But look, this thing's been around 1,008. What is that? 1,184 days. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, guys, is a coin that has some like price history before. Because when this thing starts to take off to the upside, you can like look and draw lines like, oh, obvious sticking point here. That's going to be hard to get through, and so on and so forth. That's the usefulness of having like history to go off of. Okay, but I just want to see how high this thing went, man. Whew. Tintin. This thing went up 3,000% in 2018? Tintin. This looks interesting. Then it collapsed. I mean, 99%. That's the way it goes, though, guys. You want volatility? You can get it in crypto, but sometimes it goes away like that, you know? But also, before I zoom in so we could see what's happening with Voyager, look at this volume occurring. Like, there's a lot of volume and not a lot of price appreciation. That tells me that, I mean, there's a lot of buying here. So someone knows something. Some people know something. Okay, okay, this isn't useful right now. What the hell? Did I just kill this chart, guys? It's so small, guys. It collapsed so much. Look how much I got to scale this thing. What the hell? Okay, guys, so this is a pretty ridiculous chart in the sense that this thing can fly high and fall far. But okay, look. Major sticking point at 26 cents. I'm going to draw a bottom trend line. It's going to be rough, but it's going to be all good. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I'm tripping. Okay, so notice. I like to draw a bottom trend line and then show like a resistance point where they intersect. Typically tends to like form a triangle. It's going to show you that triangle is descending, ascending, not doing nothing. This thing's obviously ascending. But what I do notice, guys, is this. We don't have accompanying volume to match it, right? We had some come in, but it's been drying out. I'm seeing like a dry out of volume, but an increase in price. That indicates to me that, yeah, this pump might have started organically, but it looks like there's big buyers, big buys, like single entities, big buys, keeping this thing afloat. That could be good. I mean, it could be like some dude with a lot of bags saying like, oh yeah, like I know that this is gonna pop off, I'm gonna collect on it. Or it could just be like this thing's waiting to fall down. But let's zoom in here, guys. Let's measure just how bad that could be, right? So basically, I draw a trend line from the floor. I'll do it like in a I'll do it like in a dotted thing so it doesn't get confusing. But let's just see if this thing did collapse because I'm seeing a divergence on the volume. How far could it fall? Well, 70, 80%, right? Okay. That's cool. But look, we already said that this thing back to its all-time high is like around 3,000 bucks. Can't even fit on the dang chart, right? This is exactly another situation where asymmetric risk comes into play. Can this thing fall down? Do I see a divergence? Yes. Will there be could there be a opportunity for you to get cheaper? What is this? Voyager? There might be. That's why tranches are important. And that's why people who invest are very good at investing money operate with tranches. Meaning like, yes, I've noticed opportunity in this asset, but I'm not so proud as to say that this is the lowest sniper entry. Things happen, economies crash, laws come out, things go down. So have dry powder on the side. If you're investing in this, I don't think it's a bad area to invest in because I see this trend line that it's respecting. If this thing doesn't care about the volume, and it could be like where everyone's just like, okay, whatever, we'll run with it. It could take about what? Till August? Man, that's kind of long. Maybe May-ish, right? To take off, because this thing looks like it's a low cap. I don't know anything about this coin, but low caps typically like pump after the large and mid caps, right? The Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the chain links, all that. So 80% down, 3,000% up. And that's just back to all-time highs, guys. Like I say, then it's price discovery. All-time highs was about, wow, $15? And it's sitting at 15 cents? And then there's like more stuff that should happen. Hey, not financial advice, but a good example of having a little skin in the game. 3,000% plus could turn a little bit of money into a lot of bit of money. You don't got to go all ham on every single dang investment in your altcoin bags. I'm in like 33 coins, guys, but like I'm not gonna say I'm like going ham in all of them. Is that cool, Tintin? I think it's worth having a little in there, right? Because 3,000 of any amount of money you put in there is gonna be a bit of appreciation in percentage terms. All right, Tintin, that's what I got for that one. What's Bitcoin doing? Do you guys see Bitcoin hit 24,000 today? I got out of the shower, I was like, oh my God, Bitcoin's $24,000. 30% in 7 days. Wow. That's a lot. Hey guys, and if you're new to this channel, we got 15 in the chat. What's up, guys? If you're new to this channel, tomorrow I do a live stream on news where I go over like news articles and we talk about like crypto regulations, what's happening in other parts of the world with crypto to help flesh out and round out our like global crypto macro view. Because, you know, a lot of people like to stay in their silo, see what's happening right in front of them when there's a whole bunch of things happen out here. Hey, if you're part of the wolf pack, if you're part of the Dub Digital channel, you know that everything affects everything, right? So feel free to tune in, same time tomorrow. Dave Zimmerman, no worries, man. Anytime. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Dwayne Taylor, CVC. Today, any chance of a look? Let's check it out. I'm going to get out of here, Tintin. But thanks for the suggestion. I didn't even know about that. See, that's the power of these kind of brainstorming sessions, guys. Like, I never like to be an echo chamber. Let me know what you see. I'm interested. Always. All right, CVC. USD, right? I'm just going to default. Also, let me know if like there's a better exchange. I just hit Binance because I don't know, right? Let's look at the sentiment indicator, guys. It's a buy. You guys notice this though? I gotta point it out. Okay. Whenever the price is high, historically, it's always like people are feeling good about it. When it's down here, people are like, sell this sucker. Okay, guys. What's the equation of profit? Buy low, sell high. No one's looking at the asset. Hey, this looked like the time to buy, right? Now it's up here. Not saying it's going to go higher, and we're going to look at that right now. But just saying, if you go to TradingView and look at these technicals and you make buys based off these technicals, I don't know who really puts input into this is what I'm saying. I don't know if they know what they're doing. But that's just looking at a short-term time frame too, guys. If you're new to investing, I got to give you a pro tip. I used to just log into Coinbase and they automatically just put up the 24-day time frame. So the chart looks all crazy bullish. I'm like, oh yeah. It's not the case, y'all. You got to zoom out, right? Let me pull this into perspective for us. I don't know. Let's do the weekly. Okay. So Dwayne, let me know, man. Maybe you know some more insight onto this one, but it looks like this thing fell from 45 cents. Bang. But 93% down, 97% down. And that was in 2018. It's been on the bottom here for approximately 882 days and had a, whoa, but look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that volume. Woo! It's good to look at the long-term trend, see the whole history of a chart so you can see when anomalies occur. I don't see any other volume candle coming in its history quite like this one. That's interesting. This is Civic, right? Well, also, guys, Civic, isn't it on Coinbase? I think Civic's on Coinbase. Pretty sure, right? But let's go into the daily here. This thing pumped up November 2020, about 500%. That's nasty. Where's my delete? Cool. That's pretty nasty, guys. Let's draw a bottom trend line. If you guys don't know how to do anything on technical analysis, I'm gonna save you like a lot of heartache. Learn how to draw a bottom trend line, okay? It's gonna help you out a lot. And you know, guys, the one thing that's going to save you from FOMOing in when these things start going into price discovery, there's like no chance to like understand what's going on. People are just throwing money in. People who don't invest are throwing money in. They're calling you up. People who try to get into crypto for the last 3 years are now calling you up, wanting to invest. You're telling them, no, don't do it. And they want to do it anyway. That's not very rational. The market gets irrational, right? Bottom trend lines bring you back to gravity. It tells you like, a dub digital. You could invest when this thing's blowing up to the sky. But remember that this bottom trend line is down here. Just letting you guys know. But let's get back to Civic, man. So obviously, it looks like Civic, I don't know. It's close to the trend line here. And yeah, I mean, based off of its structure, it's, what is it? 14% off the trend line. That means it could fall about 14% onto this trend line. But again, asymmetric risk. Unless you think this is something cataclysmic is going to come through, break this trend line to fall back down to zero and never pump again. Looks like Civic's respecting this trend line, you know, just buying its time because it had a pretty sustained downtrend, guys. When things go down, it's not like people just forget it. People like lost money in this thing. They might have sleep on the couch and drink vodka for dinner, you know, might have their wife getting all mad at them. So, right, they obviously get like tentative to invest money back in. But with Bitcoin 24,000, people forgive a lot, right? So look, Civic's sitting at a pretty interesting point. And you notice when you draw a bottom trend line in tandem with a resistance point, right? That's around this 10-cent area. Civic is actually in an ascending triangle. It's just like hard to see because it's so small right now. But let's see how long it's going to take for this structure to play out. About 8 days. So something is going to happen in Civic, you know, in about a week or so, right? And judging on what it looks like here, it could be like an explosion to the upside because there's not much more for it to go to the downside. That's the beautiful part in investing in a cycle early on. If you mess up, it's all good. You know, like it's not that far down. And some people go like, well, dub digital. Like 76% down's like really bad. I guess so, man. But that's why I tell you, keep some pattern on the side, you know, so you can just average down into the move. But based on this measured move, check it out. 72% up. It could happen. I see a lot of volume come in. This is very unprecedented. I think Civic's on Coinbase. That's helpful for like, you know, new money to rush in. They don't know what they're doing. They just want something less than 24,000 bucks. Anything on Coinbase is liable to pop off, guys. It is, right? And look, let me show you something. Just based off this measured move, we have another resistance point right here at 15 cents. Okay. It could do like one of these, pop up, and then sit. And that's what we actually want to do, guys. Price appreciation is like climbing a ladder, right? We didn't get all the way down here in one drop, right? So why would you expect for it to go up in one impulse? It's not going to happen. We're going to take our time. Sit here. Everyone's like, okay, I feel better. Sits here. Better, better, better. And it looks like all-time high was at 45 cents. Again, price discovery. That's when things get really interesting. You know what I'm saying? So Dwayne, was that cool? Let me know. Guys, I'm just catching up on the comments, but man, I'm mad. I don't got no music. I hear it. But maybe I'm just going insane. Charting all these cryptos all the time. All right. This is interesting. Hardware, what's up? Good morning. XVG. Anyone found it thoughts? I think privacy will be big next year. Am I right? Yeah. Hey guys, we're already seeing that. And make sure to tune in, Hardware. We do news. We're going to talk about that tomorrow in terms of like the government and the treasury coming out trying to implement like KYC on like external wallets and all that. But more importantly, like there's a trend going on, a macro trend. See, macro trends. There's a macro trend going on in terms of like the government wanting to curtail anything good in crypto. They want to know where your money's going because they want a pound of that fat. They want to get some of that moolah, baby. Right? So privacy coins will probably, they're starting to get delisted from like exchanges. Now, what's going to happen though? Is it going to be bad? Or is it going to just want people to want the forbidden fruit more? Right? People tend to do what authority tells you not to do. So it'll be interesting to see what privacy coins do. But I do think there will be a demand at some point when like government just gets like too crazy, you know? But like, will you be able to get the liquidity that you're probably expecting? I don't know. You might have to stay in that crypto. You might have to like just keep Monero. You might just have to keep what is it? Not Horizon. Yeah, Horizon. You might have to keep XHV, you know? That's something I don't think people are thinking about, but yeah, there's always gonna be a black market for anything, everywhere, all the time. But I guess we could check that one out. Let's see, is it on TradingView? XVG. Sorry, guys. Let's see. What's a good one, guys? I never know what exchange to pick, but I'm just gonna pick, I don't know. Whatever. You want the USD, right? Finance. Let's do it. Strong buy. Let's see what the guys have to say. Strong buy. Let's see this sucker. You guys are picking the high flyers. I like it. All right. Verge. Hey guys, you know what? I gotta be quite honest. I've been around crypto for a long time, but I have not really dug into Verge too much. Is Verge a privacy coin? I didn't even know that. Hey, you learn something every day, right? So Verge has been around a while, right? I mean, they've been around since last bull run. This thing shot up 5,000%. That's what I like to see. Dang. But this thing's been around for approximately, what, 1,000 plus days. Okay. Shoot. See, the problem with these altcoins, man, is like You want to see the whole thing, got to zoom all the way out. Want to see what's happening now, you got to zoom all the way in. My bad. Okay, this should work. This should work enough. Okay, guys, I'm just going to like plot out some areas here, right? Without getting too close. So guys, what you want to look at is like peaks, like cyclical highs. Because that pretty much tells you that at some point around this area, like everyone was like, this thing's getting too expensive. I'm a sell, right? It gives you some insight on what other people are thinking, right? And then you can like develop your plan around it. But like this looks like a sticking point. And then, yeah, those are like the main ones. I mean, you might run into something right here around the 2-cent level. Right now, Verge is sitting at the not even 1 cent level. Wow. Okay, so this is another one where I'm not going to get too into it, man. Because to make money in investing, you don't got to be a rocket scientist. You just got to be able to identify an undervalued asset, right? So to the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see this. I can have a hard time seeing this, but to the bottom, 52% drop. Once you get past this sticking point, shoots up, we're looking at like a 51% pop. If you were to buy there and it kept going up and you held, next sticking point, about 229%. You guys see the pattern here and why I come to you early on in the cycle. Because if you buy once when everyone else doesn't want to buy, you pretty much can just hold this sucker, right? And if you took profits here, would you complain? I wouldn't. If you took profits here, would you complain? Hey, are you getting 300% in the stock market? I don't think so. If you took it out here, would you complain? I could keep going. Moral story is this, guys. Verge looks nice, right? Are altcoins risky? Are altcoins that are this volatile risky? Inherently, yes, they are. But the way I look at it, guys, I mean, what's the harm of putting some money into it? Money you're willing to part with, by the way, in case something unexpected happens and this coin goes away, because it's happened before. But, like, look at this thing. It's huge. Let me just draw a bottom trend line on this thing. I mean, same thing's true. We get that ascending triangle occurring. So I can't even see this. What the hell? Okay. Maybe that's better. That's better, right? So it looks like about 15, 14 days to play out. But again, I see descending volume and increasing price, right? So again, just like the last one you looked at, I see a divergence occurring. Doesn't mean something could just pop out of nowhere and send this thing flying to the ceiling. It could happen, but it's good to know, right? You need to know the risk when you get into an asset. So I see a divergence here, but I also just see killer upside, right? Hey, those are my thoughts on this one. Was that cool? Hardware? Banking that coin. You up, bro? On what coin? You know, in my portfolio? Yeah, I'm up, man. I've been in the game since 2013. I'm up. Let's see. I'm just catching up on the comments, y'all. 13 in the chat. What's up, guys? What's up? Thanks for joining. If you guys got to leave soon, I think we've been on already an hour. Wow. Time flies when you're talking about crypto, huh? But if you can't stick around for much longer, know that we have a live stream every day on Sunday at 9 a.m. where we go over the week's hottest crypto news and discuss it together. We do a very discussion-like environment, just like we're doing now. It's more like a meeting of the minds, like a think tank, a crypto think tank. Let's see. Creators XRP star Ripple. Ripple is the most XRP's mascot. Cheers, bro. Script Skynet, what's up? Guys, Script Skynet, one of the best YouTubers for the Digibyte community, had me on, interviewed me, really cool guy. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure to go check it out for real. Script Skynet, always welcome to have you, man. Thanks for joining. Okay, King Claw, do a WAN chain analysis. I got you. I got you. I knew WAN chain would come up in here. I owe you guys a video for sure. It's just been, you know, these videos take a long time now because I put all this music and stuff in there. Guessing you want to see USD, right? King Claw? Tether's the same crap, right? Whatever. Oh, wait, hold up. Is this gonna... I don't like this chart. It's not long enough. I hate that, man. How come TradingView doesn't let you like save the charts and like the exchanges you did it on before? I gotta like guess around and stuff. I marked one of these charts up. Man, whatever. Screw it. Okay, so it's only gonna give me like half. This is not the right chart, but we're gonna do it. I used to have one that's all marked up. I had to go find it. But okay. So WAN chain, USD dollar pair. Or do you want to see BTC, King Claw? What's up? Because my BTC chart's on fire. But okay. So guys, look, WAN chain for sure. This has been the bane of WAN chain's existence, right about here. And if you guys don't know, I cover WAN chain like a lot. A lot of my followers are Wandalorians. Okay, so basically this area, the 60-cent mark, that's like sucked for WAN chain to get across. We've been under that point for the longest, looking at 764 days. You notice that I started covering WAN chain around here in August of 2020. This thing then shot up approximately 100%. See that? Let me zoom in a little closer so we could see. Shoot. Look, see? Almost got there, fell down, and we've been doing like this whole bottom thing. But look how like this thing touched around 20 cents and bounced up pretty quickly. And I know the volume's like pretty low here, but it's more than what we saw previously, right? And if you see like these W-like things, right? I'm going to draw this bottom trend line for you so you can see a little better. You see that? You guys see that? See what's going on here? When you draw things on charts, it helps you visualize what's really happening. More like a bowl-shaped pattern. If WAN chain was going to die and go down to zero, it would have did it already. Let's be real. It would have did it in the bear market. Right now, I see more volatility starting to pick up on WAN chain. You notice, you can also do stuff like this. Wow, that's a triangle, huh? You know, when you start chalking up charts, guys, you notice that geometry plays a lot in terms of charting, right? So I'm expecting at some point, now we see the bottom trend line starting to increase. We see doubling start to occur. Like when it starts doing this, it shows you that price peaks out, drops down, people buy it. Peaks out at a higher spot, people buy it until it starts breaking major areas of resistance. We're going to do a measured move here. And when this thing breaks out of, what is it, the 40-cent level? Around here. I'm expecting an explosion in price. Whenever that occurs, right? It could just do it right here, sit, and then go up. But at some point in the near future, WAN chain should be doing something big. 100% explosion. We might correct substantially. I need to point something out to you guys in terms of the nature of assets. We have big assets like Bitcoin. Yeah, they do big corrections, but it's not like straight up jagged looking lines, straight up, straight down. Look at this WAN chain price to collapse. It collapsed 63%. Pumped up about 143%, came down 63%. See, that stuff you won't see Bitcoin really doing. Bitcoin is a big, large cap asset now. Got a lot of respect in the financial game, right? WanChain's still doing it because it doesn't have that kind of liquidity. Whenever people do big sells, it hurts it a lot. Whenever people do big buys, it shoots the price up a lot. This is called having a small market cap in comparison to other cryptocurrencies. Less money in the asset, the more money that comes in, bigger explosion. The more money that comes out, bigger drop, right? So right now, WanChain just had a lot of like fundamental developments going on. Release of WanChain 5.0, WAN swap, all this good stuff, WAN assets. Takes some time for people to understand what's really happening, right? So don't get so, I guess I would say, don't get so down on your assets so fast, because most likely, guys, me and you, we're up on WanChain more than anyone in the space. We know what's happening way before them. And that's when you can make money, when you buy assets that are still underappreciated, even when they shouldn't be. Not financial advice. But check this out, guys. I mean, I don't think this is the best chart to show you guys in terms of what WanChain can do, but let me just try to do it. Look, WanChain used to be at $10 at one point, guys, back in, what is this, April of 2018? WanChain is currently at 40 cents. A couple months ago, WanChain was like at 20 cents. So, you know, this is what I like to focus on in terms of asymmetric risk. 40 cents to 10 cents. That, I mean, $10, that's an increase of 2,000%. And then price discovery. Did Bitcoin just stop at $20,000 and just stay there and hover forever? No, it's like right now it's like at what? Almost $24,000. That just goes to show you. Price discovery is not the end all be all. I'm just measuring conservatively of where this asset's been before. And knowing that there's a strong community, knowing that there's more utility in the asset than there's ever been. I think it's safe to say that, like, I think I should hit this part again. Unless the asset dies, and I don't think that's going to happen for WanChain. Not financial advice. King Claw, was that cool? I'm going to try to hit you guys with a more in-depth video over the week. Script Skynet. Verge's privacy, but it got hacked 2 years ago? Yeah, I can't say I've ever... I might have had a little Verge, but I don't know much about Verge. That's good to know, though. Thanks, Script Skynet. You got a friend who can't get online asking about XSP. He'll watch it later. Any chance, bro? Yeah, we can look at XSP. No problem. Hey, you guys hear about XSP increasing their limits for getting cards and stuff? Yeah, they increased the highest card, which was like 30,000 XSP. Now it's like 100,000 XSP. Pfft. Good luck. Good luck getting that card now. But hey, that just goes to show you guys. I hopped on XSP, just to be quite honest with you guys. I hopped on XSP because, like, back in the last bull run, the crypto.com Monaco card was out. And, like, in the beginning, I was like, dumb. I don't want it. But then, like, Monaco, like, the coin went up to stupid heights, and, like, I got priced out hard. No way in hell I could have got a card. So this time around, I was looking for other, like, equivalents that would give me Bitcoin back rewards. Swipe was, like, really low on the ground. Let's check it out. Wayne Taylor, I'm assuming you're talking USD, right? Because no one cares about BTC. But you guys should start getting used to thinking in terms of Satoshis, right? Because unless you think the US dollar is going to become world reserve currency moving forward for the next 20 years, I think Bitcoin has a better chance of gaining against US dollar power. But hey, I understand you guys need to do purchases in USD and all that, like me. PUSD. Oh, am I just typing the wrong thing? Binance calculated by TradingView. Okay, so this is like from my last video I did for you guys. Okay. So this is days. Yeah, man. See, here's the thing. Fractals, and I get some hate on my videos in terms like, hey, you're always moving your damn fractals, bro. Like, what the heck? Like, look, guys. Investing in macro is much different than trying to time markets being a sniper. Like, people who are new to trading and, like, investing, they think the two are synonymous. No, bro. There's intraday traders, there's swing traders, there's like long-term value investors. I tried to mix a little bit of that swing trading with the value investing. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is like you can use the chart to notice that an asset is on the ground and its asymmetric risk is in your favor. Meaning, like, swipe could fall down, even if like a cataclysmic event happened. The floor that is experienced thus far is 45% from this point. But I mean, like, hell, just to its all-time high is almost 500%. You see how I'm like playing with probabilities here? I'm saying like, yeah, I can lose my capital if something happens that doesn't occur based on this fractal. It looks similar. Timing kind of depends because, hey, every single pump is bigger and bigger and bigger in crypto. You know, we don't always know how big it will be, but basically, as long as this thing keeps uptrending, something like this should occur, right? Because they're going to also burn XSP, y'all. They're burning XSP. They're increasing their card limits, right? So everything I see is like deflationary activity from that group. But if you zoom in here, let me get a little closer so I can see what's really going on. Okay. So look, guys, we kind of had a bedwetting moment around here. This is at the $1 level or so. And if you notice, we've been under that level since October of 2020. I started buying around here. Did I hit the bottom? I didn't. Do I need to hit the bottom? No, I don't. I locked up my XSP. Gonna have it locked up for 5-6 months. Then I'm gonna sell it at a profit because XSP has been 500% higher before. So with that said, we can draw out this triangle in combination with this resistance line, right? Just to get a better understanding in terms of geometry. It's looking like XSP is probably going to like do one of these. Maybe another 2 months, month. I don't know when it's going to break out. Could break out sooner or not. But you guys notice something in terms of geometry here? I've done a couple charts for you so far, and you keep saying the same shapes, huh? Same triangles, same eye of the needle motion. I think we saw something similar for, what was it? ORN or Elrond. You got these skinny triangles forming at the bottom of the structure. That's what I call fitting through an eye of a needle, right? Because look, it's not like this asset is not volatile. It's volatile. We can tell, and it's proven it's volatile. Back in August, look how volatile it was. So when an asset consolidates, volume dries out. This thing starts sitting quiet. People start forgetting about it. People start saying it sucks. They might start rage quitting. It keeps consolidating. And all of a sudden, one of these comes in, shoots it up to the moon. They're not ready. They got caught with their pants down. See, that's the thing, guys. Stop looking at these charts thinking that you're missing out, thinking with the lack mindset. You need to understand how the process works. If it's quiet, if no one's digging it, it's probably an indication to you that it might be a good time to get in, not financial advice. But that's exactly why I got in. I looked around and I said, everyone's freaking pissed at Swipe. Everyone hates Swipe. Everyone commenting all this crazy stuff in my videos. Indication to me that this thing's getting oversold. You see that? It's all a game of perspective. But with that said, guys, Swipe, I don't see how it can't go higher. If Bitcoin gets higher and Swipe's paying out in Bitcoin, that means the inherent utility I see in Swipe gets greater and greater, right? So we also see a Wing pattern that we saw like on Cartesi, right? W's are bullish. And this is just taking months to form out, but it's still a W. Look, 35 days on the first leg down. 19 days on that first like halfway up. Another 19 days down. So what? Knowing that and knowing symmetry, maybe this will take 38 days or so to lift up approximately 136%. Hey guys, a lot of if, ands, and buts, and candies and nuts. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm locked into the Swipe trade because my shit's locked up. That's all I got to say. Is that cool, Dwayne? Give you some understanding? Yeah, the fractal, it could be off. You might have to shift it about a month, but I'm not worried. I'm building a position. I'm going to get paid out when it's time to get paid out. Tony, was that cool? XSP. See, we have some like consolidation happening down here, but it's ascending, but it's like stuck on the bottom here. Hey, big up, big down. This thing went up high in the beginning of the year, fell down hard. But I practice what I preach, man. I bought in here. I'm in the move. I'm locked in it. And I think it's going to go up from here. We're looking at probably the latest Q1 of 2020. But again, just looking at this structure here, it could be about a month until the breakout. Because Swipe is a smaller cap altcoin. We're seeing like XRP popping off. We're seeing Ethereum like going up. They're larger cap altcoins. Think of like one of those fondue fountains, right? Like cheese and whatever, right? It flows down from levels. It goes like first level, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoins, mid cap, then lower cap. Swipe's lower cap, man. So, in all due time. Where can you buy Zill? Isn't that an Ethereum-based coin? Can't you get that on Uniswap? Hey guys, help Batter out. Let them know where they can get Zill. Listen up. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Dapt? I don't know what Dapt is, Adil. Not sure what a Dapt is. Is that a coin? Let me know in the comments. There you go, Batter. Exodus Wallet has Zill. You guys use Exodus Wallet? That's the best. I love Exodus Wallet as far as like a desktop wallet. It's an exchange. It's a wallet. It's dope. Does other stuff, but I use it as an exchange and wallet. Mark Sunday, what's up? Good morning. Okay, H-bar. I hear you. We just did you see my H-bar video? I just did it. Check it out. But we can look at it. I always like to look at H-bar. USD. Okay, guys. So I just bought some H-bar yesterday. Not financial advice. But guys, this is the one where it's like you got to do some fundamental research on it to understand, right? Because this chart looks kind of funky. But let me do what I did on that video. Just show you guys how I attack things. You don't know what to do on a chart, guys. Always draw a bottom trend line. If you can't draw a bottom trend line, that chart is suspect. I like to work off bottom trend line so I know what the worst case scenario could be. It always could just go to zero, but I don't like to think about that because that doesn't happen very often at all. But, Hedera Hashgraph. What is it? Like headquarters in Austin, Texas. Working with Boeing. Working with a bunch of people. Working with like one of the biggest legal entities in the world, which is, what is it called? D something. Denson's? Something like that. Check it out. Check my video out. I just put one up. But this it has a lot of promising fundamentals behind it. Like we can do like a triangle like this. But I don't even think that's what I did in my video. I think what I just did was I looked at this like top. Right? So Jet Dub Digital, why the heck are you drawing all this stuff? Well, guys, this is what I do behind my videos. I just like look at the lines, see how they look, see where areas of like, resistance are, and then see if I'm closer to the bottom than the top, if there could be potential for things to drop. Right now, I think based on this trend line I drew, Hedera sitting at 3.5 cents is a good buy. I mean, hell, I bought some. My wife just bought some. But hey, not financial advice. Y'all are adults. But basically what I'm saying is this. I'm obsessed. Let me just get rid of this because I don't even like this line right here. This looks better. Yeah. I don't think that line has much weight on it. But let me draw a bar pattern. I did it yesterday. Just to get hyped again. Check it out. Oh, what the hell? That's not what I want to see. Bro. TradingView, why you playing me like this on live stream? Better. I like it. Okay, guys. So HBAR is not even really a blockchain. It's like it's its own thing. And you can say what you want about HBAR in terms of not being a blockchain, because I know a lot of people on these streams are blockchain fans and all that. And that blockchain's cool. But I like to diversify my investments across different possibilities. And should the hashgraph actually be seen as better than that blockchain, it's going to be pretty prolific gains. And I got also mentioned, guys, HBAR around this area, there was a big old stock market crash. Everything went down. Even Bitcoin went down. But HBAR did not go down. It went like ham. It went like up 600%. That's also interesting to notice, guys. When you get coins that are uncorrelated, you always have a bag popping off. It's better to have uncorrelation in your portfolio, But that's just how I like to invest. That's not what y'all gonna do. But again, guys, HBAR is gonna go pretty freaking high. I'm looking at like, about what? What is this? What is the price right now? $3. This is 12 cents. I think in my video I said 26 cents. Moral of the story is this, man. You can't really predict how vertical these things are going to go. It's just going to go up more than like it did last time. All-time high was around 7 cents. Okay? So, in my humble opinion, I think it would pay to build some kind of position, whether just getting some skin in the game or invest over time in HBAR, because this thing is coming out with partnership after partnership. It has a partnership with Google on its council. It has Boeing. It has LG. It has all these heavy hitters. What do they know that we don't? Right? So look, trend is up on HBAR. More in-depth analysis, check out my video. I always do more in-depth analysis on my video because I have more time to think. But, it's probably going to do something similar to like what I did last time, guys, even when it does shoot up, just so you know, because I don't like to be a perma bull on this, right? Whenever it peaks out, this thing drops 60%. It probably will do the same thing again, right? It will just end, the bottom will just be at a higher point, but being expecting a reduction in price once that pump does come. Hopefully that was helpful, Mark. I know I didn't say too much new stuff than I've said previously on my other videos. My dog's going crazy in the other room. What the hell? Okay. Let's go. There you go. Have faith in your asset, Mark. I like it. Tony Perry, anytime, man. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to sign in to tomorrow. We're going to go over some news. I like those a lot. You just hang out, drink some coffee. It's cool. The Gamer. Hey, bro. I lost hope on XSP. It's manipulated by CZ. You know what? CZ has his hand in a lot of stuff. I haven't lost hope for XSP, and I'll tell you why, man. Like, I know that everyone's like kind of down on XSP because they help sponsor and release that Binance card, which basically does the same thing. But let me know if I'm tripping, but can't you use XSP on the BNB card and the BNB on the XSP card like simultaneously, like back and forth? Because that's the case. Like, Binance is the biggest exchange in the world. Like a lot of people hold BNB on Binance because it reduces their trading fees. Right? So I look at investments a little differently coming from like big business, right? I see any introduction of capital into a ecosystem as a positive thing. Even if it is somewhat competing, if it can flow back and forth, crypto's super liquid. Digital assets are super liquid in compared to traditional assets. So it's not too hard for people to convert into BNB to XSP, XSP to BNB. Like I don't know a lot of people who are going out straight buying XSP for XSP's sake. I don't know a lot of people who know about XSP that much. I know a lot of people who know about BNB. So I'm going to hold it because I'm confident after the six-month period my XSP is locked up, XSP is going to be higher. I'm going to sell at a profit, and then I'm going to have a card that pays me BTC on everything I buy. I like that. But you know what, man? I hear what you're saying. CZ, king of DeFi right now. He has a lot of money, man. I remember when CZ started Binance back in 2016. Like no one took him seriously. Didn't have a headquarters, running everything off his laptop with all his employees. Now look at this guy. Like, one of the good things about CZ being in XSP is that CZ's involved with XSP because CZ's got a lot of liquidity and he doesn't let things die he don't want to let die. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting. You don't got to take this one, man, but I'm going to be in it. Batter, they don't allow Exodus in freaking NYC? Man, NYC has been playing you guys, man. Why are these jerks like that all the time about everything Bitcoin? Like, Batter, I'm sorry, man. You got to get out of there. I mean, I'm in Cali. They let me do it. And Cali's also like lame, right? So maybe a VPN, man. I don't know. Mark Sunday, what do I think Hedera can go? Yeah, I have no idea, man, because you saw that pump I just showed you on that right now and on my video. That's just the first impulse. I'm kind of scared how high Hedera can go. Hey, but this is the thing, though. I got to be real. Hedera is not a blockchain. Hashgraph is way less proven than blockchain. Whether it might be better, and it might be, it actually might be an evolution of the technology. I can't sit here and show you like years after years after years of proven non-loss funds, all that, right? I'm not trying to say Hedera is going to blow up because of some technical difficulty. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate to you because that's what smart investors do, right? We realize all possibilities that could go wrong. Hashgraph could have a technical difficulty at some point, right? So while I think that if it doesn't, it's going to go to the sky, always have that in mind, man. That's why you guys should always have a profit pooling plan, though. Like if something pumps 1,000%, even a couple 100%, you might want to take your initial capital out in case something goes south. So you don't care what happens. That's what I like to do, guys. I like to take my initial capital out, and then I let my bags ride. So if this thing goes to zero, I got my money back, you know? But hey, Mark, I'm bullish on HBAR for sure. I just like to keep a level headed, you know? Denton's, you're right. My bad, Mark. Right, let's see what freaking Bitcoin's doing. Because I think I got through XRP and XLM. My bad. All right. Let's just see what Bitcoin's doing real quick, though. I'll get the XRP and XLM real quick. See, guys? You see that? Let's jump into the 4-hour. See that? It broke out of that triangle. This is my measure move. It exceeded that measure move. But look, you see what's happening right around that 23,759 level. Came down. What's it going to do? Is it going to come down again? That shows you that there's a weakness there. Bitcoin shot through this like a freaking butter through hot knife. I mean, I messed that up. Hot knife through butter, but starting to have some sticking points. Be interesting to see what happens. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Let's go see that XRP. And then I'm gonna cut it short, guys. I'm not short. I think I've been on here for like an hour 30 minutes. XRP, USD. Through Coinbase, why not? What exchange you guys use? And if you're like a crypto purist like me, what decentralized exchanges do you use? Okay, this is my XRP. So check this out, guys. All right, XRP had a lot of freaking volume coming here. This is the importance of volume, guys. Like, notice. I just want to show you guys, in case you don't know much about charting, just notice the volume. Volume is very important. Bottom trend lines are very important. But notice this. Look, little volume came in. We had a pump of approximately 60%. This is much bigger. Let's say this is like 4 times bigger. This thing went up, highest point, 260%, because I think on Coinbase it got about 91 cents or so. Since that pump, XRP corrected about 50% over 21 days. And before I get into it, guys, this is the value of knowing, I guess you would say, the nature of the asset, right? There's some cryptos that just blow the hell up, like hard and fast, right? And like XRP is one of them. XRP is one of them. It always does this. It goes up really high, really fast, but every action has equal opposite reaction. That's what you saw. A month, this thing came down 50%. I'm going to tell you what, though. XRP has to hold this line. XRP has to hold this line. It's gotta. Okay? If it doesn't do that, this thing could drift down. Start looking like the OXT chart, 30%. But with that said, guys, I like to call myself macro trends, right? Crypto news macro trends. What, Deb Digital, why do you call yourself macro trends for? I do that because I like to zoom out. Yeah, it's cool, anticipating some of these moves, getting some profit, checking out. This doesn't have like XRP's history. XRP used to be like $1.10. We almost hit that on the first impulse right out of the bear market. Do you think XRP isn't going to go higher from here? Well, have you been in crypto any amount of time? No. Like, XRP is not going to die. It's going to keep going up until it doesn't. See, that's the thing. Do you have profits planned? Because, look, we got a strong buyback right here. We got a lot of volume coming in. Shot this thing up about 26%. We could see some more chop occur. We could see some like chilling out on the volatility because it's still kind of volatile. Because usually how volatility works, guys, let me just draw like a quick thing here. I'm not going to take this crazy wick. That's crazy. I think that's outlier. See, this line's slightly descending, like hopefully it doesn't come down all the way. But that's the inherent risk of having like coins on Coinbase, because it's like you don't have a lot of smart money getting in here. Like, you could have a lot of people just flooding in there, just shot this thing up way higher than it should have been, and it just starts collapsing because they get all sad the XRP came down 50% on them, But at the end of the day, XRP is a huge coin, guys. I probably should have picked a better freaking chart for this. But look, XRP is hard to plot out because you essentially have to like play the breakout points. Because like, look at this thing. That ain't nothing to work with. Don't give you like much sticking points, no nothing. But like when you draw this point right here, hopefully it's like gonna sit right here, right? That's why I say this line at 44 cents is very important. If it drifts below, we can have some further downside. But if it does, I'm gonna buy XRP the hell up. I'm gonna buy a lot of that XRP up because XRP, there's too many people who believe in it. It has an army. It has an army just like DigiBuy does. They believe in their asset, and I got respect for that, right? So what did XRP get up last time? Like $1? Let's apply the Dub Digital rule of predicting next time tops for bull markets. $1 times 10, $10. Could it be more? I know a lot of people in the XRP community are calling for hundreds of dollars XRP. Could happen if hyperinflation gets crazy, but right now, I think $10 will make anyone happy. That's a 10 time. That's a 10 bagger. And investing, guys, 10 bagger is like historic. Sometimes people only get a couple 10 baggers in their whole career. We can get that in crypto like every 4 years. So, hey, I like XRP. I hold XRP. I sold some, got my initial investment back, and now I'm going to let it ride, see where it goes until 2021. Was that cool? Harsh. OXT this coming week. Think it'll moon. And I don't know. I think crypto overall is bullish, right? But we talked about like that fondue tower, that fountain, or like a water fountain that has different levels, right? So when traditional money is pushing its money into Bitcoin, that's what's happening right now. Bitcoin's almost $24,000, right? They're force feeding Bitcoin money. Like, take my money. and Bitcoin's eating it up. So nom 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 nom. It's going up. It's going up. Eventually, Bitcoin's going to hit a level where people get bored with Bitcoin, and it's going to start rotating down into Bitcoins. This new money's going to look around and say, well, what else can I do? I like those gains. What else can I buy? Right? OXT, I would consider it as low cap, but it's on Coinbase. Right? So OXT can unpredictably just shoot up, because if you remember the last time it happened, OXT unpredictably shot up. Like, it was pretty much a media event from Barstool Presidente, and the Winklevoss twins did some huge promo for OXT, and he actually bought some OXT. Right? That's the stuff we can't predict. But looking at OXT's chart, I'm looking like anywhere from like now to end of Q1 for a big increase, you know, USD wise. But let's go back. OXT can like be pretty unpredictable. But I'm gonna tell you what, if it drops lower, I'll get some more. See, my fractal's already a little off, right? But it hasn't really dropped too far below that 25-cent range, okay? So whether it's this week, next week, January 2021, that's why I tell you guys, always have some dry powder on the side. This is how you invest macro in a macro way. You identify an asset that has potential. As long as it's quiet, you introduce capital into that asset. You do over long spans of time, so you get an average price. Then it goes up. You pull your profit, then you forget about it. It doesn't matter anymore because you're playing with the house's money, right? So it should be interesting, man. I think like with all this money coming in from Bitcoin, it's looked more likely than it's ever been. But as terms of weeks and all that, that's not really my forte, man. I'm more like a long stretch of time, realize opportunity, it goes up, you capitalize on it, pull it, and then I let that ride. Right? I'm not really like sniper entry. I know I try to give you guys a little bit of something because, you know, people on YouTube like that. But look, this thing's been sitting out where it has been for the last, 75 days, man. Right? That's been an opportunity to invest in OXT around this area for about 75 days. Could have turned to 80 or 90. It could. You know, but all we know is OXT from time to time likes to do that. You know, so hey. Sorry that probably wasn't the answer you want, man. But that's I'm as bullish on OXT as I've ever been. Because I've seen this. I've seen it. I know it's possible, you know? That's a valid point. I've been buying every week, little by little, since 50 cents to dollar cost average it. Yeah. See, that's smart. That's smart. Because most people, they're not good at investing. You know, like if you looked at the trading view chart, OXT was a super buy over here, man. Super buy. Now it's a super sell. Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to buy low, sell high? That's just how I like to think of things, man. If you keep averaging, you're not going to get hurt as much as someone who bought up here. You might not make as much profit as someone who bought down here. But heck, let's not get it twisted. In crypto, 100%, 200%, 300% increase, we talk about like it's nothing. But where else do you get that? Anywhere else? Stock market? No, they just want 20%, 10%, 8%. Like, we're spoiled in crypto. If your cost averaging only got you 200% increase, okay, I don't know. Unless you go to a casino, I don't know where you can get that. You know, you gotta harvest your fruit when they're ripe, and don't compare your gains to other people's, because as long as you end up with more money than you started with, that's the victory in my book. I gotta go back to XLM. I said I'd do XLM. And guys, I know some of you could give me you got 12 people in the chat. That's dope. Almost 2 hours. Dang. How you guys liking this, by the way? Is this helpful? I haven't decided if I should continue doing it. I'm trying to get some feedback as to if it's like useful for people. Because I know you guys have been giving me like suggestions for videos, but man, so many things are moving at the same time. I can't do it all. And this cannot be the best chart to use for XLM. The good ones, the Bitrex. Bitrex always got old coins in there. What? Were they just not listing XLM? Because XLM's older than this year. It's a good one for XLM, guys. BitBay. No. Let's just use like Huobi. That's better. Let's check it out. Oh, barely better. Whatever. All right, let's just run with it. Hey guys, XLM went freaking ham. I bought like some for my pops and me, like around here. What is it? Like 8-cent range, 6-cent range, around there. Then it had like a Ripple-like moment. Shot up approximately 186%. Lowest point of the wick, retraced about 40%. And it's back up about 50%. See, guys, we're probably going to get some kind of reverberation in this like price, right? Give me a second. Well, maybe it's a descending triangle. Dang. Okay, so based off of that, XLM has had a pretty explosive move. I mean, I think we all can agree that, right? And if we based off of like our investing thesis off of the reversion of the mean, meaning things typically come back to the average, even if sometimes they overperform the average. Look, I'm looking at this point for XLM. Things typically get like sucked back down to the gravitational area, right? I'm looking at 12 cents to be that for XLM. The reason I think it will come back is because things don't typically move up in a straight line. Some assets do, like XRP and XLM, but that's why you see them spike so hard, right? Like when they're way up here, they're so far from their mean, they come down farther than assets typically do. I'm just assuming that it's going to come back down to where it should. There is a chance that this volume candle that no one saw coming could come again, shoot it up hundreds of percent. That's why you have skin in the asset. But if you're looking to pick up more, me, myself personally, not financial advice, I would wait for it to collapse another 30%, come down towards this 12, 11 cent area. Then I would know statistically we're more healthy in the correction and there's possibly more upside to be had because the asset was already at 23 cents. See how I'm thinking about that? It's not that I'm trying to plan the next explosion of the price. I'm just trying to identify a good deal. And should the asset come back to where I want it to, I'll pick it up. That's why I cover so many altcoins. Because, yeah, I'm not too good at predicting momentum trades. But if you have your eye on a bunch of altcoins and they come back down, correct severely to areas that you want, you could pick it up. Some won't. Some will. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, XLM, this isn't even a good chart, huh? What was the all-time high for XLM last time? I'm going to just jump over to this. A little graph. All-time high was approximately, what was this? 88 cents? Dang! So yeah, let's use the dub digital rule. 10 times 88 cents. You know? We're looking at like $8. $8 at XLM. Okay, so right now we're sitting at 15. No. We were at 15 cents, but now we're at, I don't even know. Let's not use that. Why am I using that? But you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, 23 cents corrects down, could drop down to 11 cents. But know where it's ultimately going in the macro trend. Dollars. We're talking dollars here. So you got to ask yourself, do I want to take the chance of it dropping down? Me, myself, I already got a bag of XLM, so I'm okay with taking this chance. Because if it takes off, I'm still making money. If it doesn't take off and falls down, I'm getting more XLM for my buck. That's just my opinion. Was that cool? Christian, I was already shilled. I was already shilled. Yeah, H bar. You know, in my video, I'm assuming you saw my last video on that. H bar is gonna go up high in its next impulse, and that's just the next impulse. You know, but I did bring up the point that H bar being hash graph, not blockchain, to me, because I used to work at an engineering company, guys. I'm all about like new technologies, and I know how things can just blow up when you don't expect to, because advances in technology aren't easy to come by. But like there could be an issue with technology just because there hasn't been that bedrock history that blockchain has had. No hate at all, just playing devil's advocate, so you can have that in your mind. Always have that mind, like scenario in your mind in case it does occur. You've at least thought about it before. What you're gonna do, knowing that there's risk involved. Should you pull your initial capital at some point, so you could just play with the house's money? You know what I'm saying? It helps you figure out a plan A, B, and C. No, plan B and C. I guess your plan A would be a explosion of H-bar, right? All right, hopefully that was cool, Christian. Thanks for stopping by. And then we got top 10 gaming. Cryptocurrency dividends from 10% tax on transactions. Big future DeFi project. RFCTR? I've never heard of that. Leave me a link, man. Leave me a link. But hey, guys, I've been talking on and on. And I still got 14 people on the chat. That's awesome. I'm just gonna chill out right now. I think I'm done doing all the TA. But if you guys do have some free time tomorrow at 9 a.m. Sunday, I'm gonna be going over a lot of altcoin and crypto news, mainly circulating around regulation and like global crypto, what's happening in like Asia, you know, Europe, all that, because it helps you to understand. We talk about altcoins and our coins right now, but there's a whole world happening around us where it's influencing our investments that we may or may not know about. And if you don't know about it, that's on you. But we can all do it together. You know, we can discuss it together, because one thing in investing, if you can leave your ego out and not act like you know every dang thing, you can actually use a bunch of people's minds to refine your thoughts, to get better, to get smarter, to think of things you didn't think of before. And that's big boy investing, guys. Justin, OXT, just talked about that. I talked about it twice, actually. Check out my video and rewatch this live stream. We talk about it in here. But OXT, I talk about it in my video how I think that the environment is prime for a decentralized VPN solution, especially when people are going to start learning and actually starting to push back on companies and even like work and schools now collecting data on you like unjustly. You know, now they got these learn from home things with kids and their computers, and they're implementing software that's going to check if they cheat. What else does it check? Does it look in your house? What's it like detecting on your kid? Like, they need to explain that stuff, right? And whenever I see things like that occurring, it just highlights a problem that hasn't been dealt with. OXT to me looks like it's a solution to that problem, right? Prediction? What was OXT's all-time high so far? Because that's a new coin, man. Like, it's hard to do price predictions on new coins. Like, if it was around in the last bull run, I would say multiply that top by 10, right? Because Bitcoin is at $1,000 and then went to $20,000. Multiply it by 10. But with OXT, man, I don't think I have it up. Take the top by 10 and multiply it like that. You know, it's hard to tell, man. But what I like to do, guys, if you're new to crypto investing, it's easy to think about what the coin can get to, right? And like you want to sell that point. But like I was the same way before. And what happened was I kept pushing that price up a little bit. Oh, I can it could get to another $3,000, another $5,000. It's cool. I'll take. But then I got caught stuck with the bag. You should really focus, and a lot of money managers and people who do finance focus on percentage gain, right? Instead of thinking what's the dollar amount, what did you buy it for, and how much has it appreciated for you in percentage terms? 500, 700, 1,000, 2,000. Like, it's easier because it takes into account relativity of when you bought that asset. Because if you buy OXT all-time highs, well, I don't know, I'm gonna throw something out there, $5, and then it goes to $10, that's a 1x. If you bought OXT at 50 cents or 20 cents and it goes to $8 or $5, that's a way more X. You see what I'm saying? So like at some point, you might want to take your initial capital out that you invested in. So you don't really give a dang what happens to the asset. You don't wake up at night sweating. That goes away. And in fact, you can reinvest it into another altcoin that might be sitting on the lows. Maybe HBAR. Maybe something else. I'm just throwing out random coins, but you get my hint. Okay, thanks, bro. I will go back. It was $1. Yeah, $1. Hey, if it got to $1 before, I think it can get there again. In fact, I invested kind of heavily on the bottom, thinking that it will get back to $1 again. So that's what I think, and I put my money where my mouth is. It's not financial advice. Do what y'all got to do. Y'all are adults. But if something's done it before, it's possible, right? Just based off of probability, right? It's possible. Yeah. So guys, yeah, no more charting right now, but I just want you to know we're gonna go over news tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would love for you guys to come. It's always good fun. Grab yourself a coffee, drink, vodka, cranberry juice, smoke it if you got it. I don't care. I'm gonna be here. We're gonna crack some jokes, and maybe I can figure out my dang music next time. I appreciate you guys stopping by. It was fun. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.